Hey, this is Pilot Boy Chris, the authority in pilot car training and industry info. What I want to talk about today is a little something I've come across while on YouTube myself and on the internet myself. So there's a lot of hype right now around side hustles, and everyone's trying to figure out what they can do to earn extra money on the side. This is actually something that I've been into for some years now, basically trying to maintain or create and maintain extra streams of revenue for myself, or at least one or two. Nothing wrong with it. Here lately, I've noticed a lot of YouTubers and social media personalities that are talking about the best side hustles. And some of them I noticed that they're not checking their facts, or they're just plain steering people in the wrong direction. And then on the other hand, some of them are excellent. Some of them I've taken note myself just to create another stream of income for myself. But in the midst of this, in the midst of me being online and looking through various videos and whatnot and various personalities, social media personalities, I stumbled across a guy that was talking about side hustles, and he was highlighting the pilot car industry as a great side hustle. So of course I watched this video, and after seeing it, even after seeing the title itself, it made me think that I might need to hit the channel and shed some light on this topic myself. Now, some of you that have been following me and watching my videos and whatnot, and even others that have looked deep into the pilot car industry, I know you've already figured this out. But there's a large amount of people out there that's unaware and just don't have a lot of information about the industry. So just to answer the question from somebody that's been out there, that's been on this grind as a driver and as a fleet owner, no sir. The pilot car industry is not a side hustle at all. The pilot car industry, although it's a great hustle and a great industry, to truly pursue it, it is no way a side hustle. This will take a significant amount of time and effort to successfully execute and grow as a pilot car driver. And that's just the business side of it, because in the beginning, you're going to be moving as a owner-operator, owning and operating your own vehicle, getting your own business, building your own business, submitting your own invoices to get paid. You're in business for yourself here, so you're calling your own shots and setting yourself up to either fail or succeed. It's all on you. And when we start to talk about the driving part of it, that's when it gets real, when we start to talk about your time. So in this industry, these truck drivers with these oversized loads, they are generally restricted to run during daylight hours only. So we talking sun up to sundown. So think about that for a minute. Sun up to sundown, you're gonna be working. You're gonna be driving. And depending on what time of year it is, that's gonna reflect how many hours a day that you're on the road committed to moving, helping this truck driver or these truck drivers, depending on if you're in a convoy or not, move from point A to point B. So we know that some seasons it gets dark around 7, 8 o'clock. Some seasons it gets dark around 5 or 6 o'clock. And the sun comes up at various times as well. But you're generally looking at when the sun comes up, you guys are rolling until that sun goes down. So that's anywhere from 5 to 6, depending on the season, or 7 to 8, depending on the season. On those late those days that it gets dark, that part of the season, that part of the year, you're driving all day. Of course, you got a break here and there, but I mean, you can kind of get the idea of how much time is put in when you're talking about the driving aspect of being a pilot car driver. Now, it's easy work because you're doing nothing but driving and talking on a microphone, but it's time consuming. So let's just say that you got a trip that's going from the Georgia or the Carolinas, and you picking up in one of those states and you taking it over there to Illinois or Ohio or even Arizona. So depending on what time of year it is, you're talking about a 3 to 4 day trip, okay? And where you're driving all day, like I mentioned before, with a break at night for you to get something to eat, shower in your hotel, maybe watch a little TV in your room, and get back up and go do it again the next day. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is you're going to be on the road doing this job, doing this vehicle escorting. And if you're trying to make real money in this industry, then you're going to be on the road often with it. Now, I've had people ask me, can I do this just in my state, or can I do this part-time? The answer to that is yes, you can do this part-time. However, there is risks that come with doing it part-time when it comes to your contacts or companies calling you with work and you continually turning down work because you don't want to work at this time, or they called you at a time where you're not trying to work, or whatever the case may be. The risk with that is when you start declining work or turning down work and you doing it often, they eventually going to stop calling you. They may stop calling you immediately if you turn down 2 loads in a row. You know what I mean? Sometimes if it could be just 1 load. They finally call you, and they offer you a load and you decline, they might not call you back. So there's risk with that. You can do it, but there's risk with that. Now, there's nothing wrong with turning down work. I'm not going to act like that I accept every load that comes my way, because I don't. It's just that you want to keep the turn downs to a minimum as possible, especially when you starting off. When you brand new in this game, you really need to be taking every load that comes your way to start to build up your name and build up rapport with these contacts that you're dealing with. And as far as escorting only in your state, well, that just really depends on what state you're in. I mean, if you're in a nice size state or a big state like California or Texas, then you definitely can get away with escorting only in your state and make a good living at doing that. Whereas some other states that are kind of small, especially on that upper East Coast, you won't be able to get away with escorting only in your state and make a living doing it. But at the end of the day, ladies and gents, simply put, this is in no way a side hustle. It takes a lot of time, effort, and focus, and can't be done along with another job. Now, you can have a side hustle with this. Maybe that's another video. I believe that you can do some things that you may be able to complete or get done on your laptop, during breaks and at night while you're on the road and stuff like that. I think you may be able to run a side hustle with this, but the pilot car industry itself is not a side hustle. Now, if you watch my videos and you feel like you got this and you're ready to get out here on your own, but you may need just a little bit of help, I have an industry equipment list that you may want. And I also have a industry resource list that you may want that includes the best place to get certified for the best price. Of course, 3 popular insurance companies in the industry that deal with pilot cars, because not everybody insures pilot cars and what we do. And also the top load board in the industry to get you somewhere where you can start, so you can try to start and get some work when you get out there. Now, if you want in-depth help and training on how to actually escort, how to dress your vehicle, everything from A to Z, get set up to be successful with dozens of contacts to get your work from, and also have me as a mentor, then you may want to enroll in the training course. For the resource list, equipment list, or to enroll into the training course, go to pilotboy.life, put your info in, it'll send you to the next page. Next page, you can do what you need to do. You'll have full access on that page. Go ahead and drop in the comments as well. You got any topics that you want me to speak on? I may speak on them. You got some ideas you want me to speak on? I may speak on them. Also, drop in the comments, let me know what industries you're coming from, what has you looking into the pilot car industry, what you like about it, etc. And if you finding value in my videos and my channel, subscribe, like, come back, and I'll see you on the next one.